guys, I'm Conscious Candice and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining, welcome, and if you have broken a bone, I think you've come to the right place. Welcome and wishing you a very smooth and pleasant healing journey. Now, today's episode or video is inspired by Wade Hamlin. Hi Wade, thank you so much for submitting your request to cover a Crutches demo. It's been on my mind for quite a while now, so thank you very much for spurring me into action. In this video though, we won't just talk about crutches. I'll also briefly touch on different walking aids that you can use while you're non-weight bearing, because if you have broken an ankle or you have fractured or twisted it, you may be put on a non-weight bearing routine by your doctor, and this is to make sure that you do not put any pressure or any weight on your ankle, thus giving it time to heal and recover. Now, it may feel quite daunting in the beginning to be told to stay off your foot because, like I said in my last video, your mobility will be reduced by at least 80% while you're recovering. But this doesn't mean that you're not able to navigate around. There are options out there to help you navigate while you are non-weight bearing. Now, I'll cover some of these aids, but then I will also spend a little bit of time talking about crutches, how to gain confidence around using crutches, how to walk up and down steps in crutches. Yes, it's very possible. There is a slight little method to it that you need to remember, and obviously always be confident and trust in your body. And the other important thing is to always make sure that you do things slowly. For me, after breaking my ankle, one of the biggest transformations that I had to do was just doing things slowly, walking slowly, up and down stairs very carefully, because you are on one foot, your stability is impacted, your balance is impacted, so you want to make sure that you're supporting your body as much as possible. So that's what we'll be covering today. It's going to be a very quick and easy video, so sit back, relax, and let's talk about mobility aids. Now let's look at some quick pictures. First one is the forearm crutch. Second one, we all know, is a wheelchair. Third one is a walker. Fourth one is a knee scooter. And the fifth one is an iWALK. Now, I'll be touching on some of these in the next slot. Now, let's look at the pros and cons of these 5 mobility aids, starting with forearm crutches. Now, these are the ones that I use. Now, forearm crutches are really great for mobility around the house. They keep your upper body strength there. But obviously there are some cons as well, because they do need quite strong arm strength as well as core strength. Then we look at a wheelchair. This is really great for early recovery, fatigue days, and long distances, offering you full support, low fatigue, and also it's foldable and you can travel with it. It is quite bulky, obviously, and it can't maneuver around uneven terrain. Now, the walker is really great if you're already partially weight bearing, but if you are non-weight bearing, it is not a good choice. It is very stable and has a basket so that you can keep your hands free. However, it can be quite bulky and cannot maneuver around uneven terrain. Then we look at the knee scooter. This one is great for speed and convenience. It's faster, it keeps your hands free. However, it can be quite bulky and awkward for stairs. iWALK is great if you're active and fit. It is also hands-free. It distributes your weight well. However, it is not suitable if you've got knee issues, and it must be properly fitted to prevent injury. Now, if you are feeling a bit nervous about crutches, let's do a quick checklist. 1, make sure they are the right height. Check with your physio or your doctor. 2, when you do stand, make sure you push down on your arms and all the weight is held by your arms. These are your new legs now. Your broken foot must always be slightly bent, not a 90-degree angle, but slightly bent, so that when you step on your good foot and you lead with your crutches, your broken foot is more or less in line with the crutches, right? So then when your crutches hit the floor, your foot is in line with that as well. And then you step on your good foot and you step. Now let's look at how we can go up and down stairs using the same methodology. Now let's talk crutches, guys. I'm going to give you a quick demo. First thing you need to do is to make sure that you always carry a bag that is easy to carry and that will be out of the way. And then make sure you've got nice thick shoes, especially if you're in a boot. Now, when you walk down the steps, the first and most important thing to do is always lead with your broken leg and make sure it's bent in front of you to maintain your balance. And make sure that you go up one step at a time. Going up steps, you need to make sure that you lead with your good foot and you're almost hopping up the steps. Now let's look at partial weight bearing. Very similar. You lead with your broken foot when you go down. You step on it lightly with your crutches supporting you and taking some of the weight, and then you're following with your good foot. One step at a time. Slowly does it. I know this part can be very daunting because you think you're going to fall, but you're not, as long as you're careful. Going up the stairs, same thing. You lead with your good foot. Make sure your crutches are supporting you as you go up, and then you land with your broken foot as well. And that's basically it. Slowly does it. Don't rush it. And by doing this, you will gain your confidence slowly but surely to prepare you for walking. Now, I'm also going to include a few more videos of me walking partially weight bearing with crutches. And now this is on a flat surface, partially weight bearing. So I am stepping on my foot instead of holding it up. And I am putting a little bit of weight on it and taking some of that weight with the crutches. And now your crutches and foot must always be on the same pace, basically, which prepares you for walking. Now let's look at how to walk with one crutch. Now, if you're gonna walk with one crutch as you transition to fully weight bearing, make sure that the one crutch is on the opposite of your broken foot to support it, so that when you step, you're stepping with your broken foot and you're stepping with your crutch at the same time to support it. Now, if you lean to one side, make sure that you walk slowly or go back to two crutches, because this can lead to limping if it gets out of hand. Now, I will be doing longer videos later on, just showing you more detail about how to walk and transition into fully weight bearing. And please do remember to subscribe so that you never miss my content. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover, any questions you have, any suggestions, please do feel free to share. I am officially now about 6 months after surgery, so there may be a few things that I forget about my healing journey. I try my best to cover as much as possible based on what I remember, but it's very easy to forget things, right? So please share, comment, let me know any hits and tips that you have, any walking aids that I haven't mentioned that I don't know about. Let's share. You never know who might be watching or reading the comments and might find value in what you want to share. Until next time, I wish you the best in your healing journey. Trust in your body. It's amazing and it is full of miracles. Bye.